an instant you decide you're gonna live your life according to that voice inside. Seize that moment, even though you don't know how. You've got to live your life out loud. The time to start is now. Let your light shine through the dark. The world needs exactly who you are. You are what the world needs. You're the answer to somebody's pleas. Are you ready to fulfill your destiny? You are what the world needs. You are what the world needs. You're the answer to somebody's pleas. Are you ready to fulfill your destiny? You are what the world needs. Let your light shine through the dark. The world needs exactly who you are. You are what the world needs. You're the answer to somebody's pleas. Are you ready to fulfill your destiny? You are what the world needs. You are what the world needs. You're the answer to somebody's pleas. Are you ready to fulfill your destiny? You are what the world needs. You are what the world needs.
Falling in love with the world again, falling in love again. Whoa, what a wonder, falling in love again. Falling in love with the world again, falling again. Whoa, what a wonder, falling in love again. Mamas and babies out for a stroll, time out for making friends. Never too young and never too old to be falling in love again. Summertime all over the land, blossoms in the wind. Neighborhood kids with the lemonade stand, falling in love again. Falling in love with the world again, falling in love again. Whoa, what a wonder, falling in love again. Falling again. Whoa, what a wonder, falling in love again. 4th of July and a homemade pie, sounds of an old-time band. You are the apple of my eye, falling in love again. Take me out to the ball game, let the crowds begin. Everybody root for the home team, we're all falling in love again. We're falling in love. whole world's a wonder, and I'm falling in love again. I'm falling in love with the world again, falling in love again. Oh, what a wonder, falling in love again. Yes, I'm falling again, falling again. Oh, what a wonder, falling in love again. Oh, what a wonder, I'm falling in love again.
Good morning and welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Maxine Kaye, the fortunate leader of this beloved community, welcoming you to our Hour of Power. We do tap into a universal power as we come together, knowing that this power is available to each and every one of us, everyone in the world. It is truly universal. And it is available to us regardless of race, religion, gender, political persuasion, sexual identification, age, education, height, weight, or dietary preferences. This wonderful universal presence and power is that from which we all came. It is that which is available to each and every one of us at all times. Wherever you are in the world right now, and wherever you may be on your own spiritual journey, you are so welcome here with us. Come and be with us this hour while we celebrate the life that sets us free and keeps us free. You are so very, very welcome here. This is a place of peace, a haven of hope, a point of possibility. So come along on this hour of our spiritual adventure. We offer spiritual tools to transform any human condition. Our vision is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. We work together as an extended family, which we are, since we live stream and we reach people and hopefully touch their hearts and open their minds and lift their souls all over the world. We work together as an extended spiritual family and community, playing together, praying together, and honoring each other's paths. Our mission is simply to co-create a world that works for all, a world that works for everyone, a world that works for all. Yes, it's possible. Yes, it is possible, despite all appearances. It is possible for us ultimately come to that place that this world is a beautiful one that works for everyone, that works for all. But only if we intend it, and only if we do our own spiritual work to bring it about. That's why we are in community. That's why many, 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 many light workers all over the world are in communities similar to this one, so we can do our work together. We have a purpose statement. Some of you know it. I would invite you to say it with me if you do know it. Living, loving, learning spirituality that works. Amen. Our opening song today is Together We Can Change the World.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world. Lay the puzzle pieces out. Find out what it's all about. Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been charted. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world.
With our hands and with our hearts, we can dare to make a start. Together we can change the world. What if we spoke with one voice, knowing that we have a choice? Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been started. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world.
Change your mind and change your life. Set aside the fear and strife. Together we can change the world. When we open up our eyes and we start to realize, together we can change the world.
Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been charted. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been charted. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world.
Well, that was wonderful. I love that song, and it's true. Together we can change the world. Hey, kids, gather around. It's time for us to have our moment together, which I love having with you every week. Well, don't you think that we grown-ups could have given you a world in a little better condition than this is right now? Don't you think it would have been good if we had been awake a little bit sooner instead of presenting you with a world that needs so much healing? Well, many of us, and you, because I know you well, we have done our best to be green. I know you. I have seen what you do. You take care of things around you, and you care about the world itself and all the critters in it, and the planet and other people. We need more of that, of course. And not everybody, though, has come to the understanding. Not everybody in the world has come to realize the importance of stepping into a new vision for a better world, a healthier planet, happier, healthy animals and people. And so we do our best to help others understand this. we become a lot more conscious, and we help other people become more conscious and lovingly care for each other and for our beautiful blue planet. So what can we do is what we must do, and that's to continue to do our good work. And I think most of all, to change the energy of what we are putting out into the world, putting out into our own homes and our own families, our neighborhoods, and with our friends, and in school. Back in school, huh? Pretty fun, isn't it? Well, we want to look to see, what is the energy I'm sending out to other people? Is it an energy of unhappiness or worry or concern? Here's what I'd like us all to do more of, and that is no more selfishness, stop the worrying, and trust ourselves more deeply to set a very strong intention for a very, very healthy world filled with happy, peaceful people, and then let God work through us to make it happen. That's how it works. Let's keep doing our good work. I love you so much. I miss you terribly, and I hope to see you soon, because next week we're going to be meeting in person at Wilson Farm Park. You'll be hearing more of that later, but I want you to start annoying your parents right now and tell them that we must be there, okay? Next Sunday. Make sure. All right. Bye. Talk soon. Bye. That was fun. Okay, now let's have a meditation. Coming together in the one presence and the universal power of love. Let's begin to take in a deep sacred breath. Breathe in love and compassion. And breathe out love and compassion. Feel it. See it coming from the love light within your own heart. With each breath, see this love light becoming brighter, warmer, more luminous. Let it move out to anyone who may be near you, touching them, blessing them. Let the circle of love continue to expand, filling your community, our country, and now the world itself, touching hearts, transforming attitudes, shifting resentments to appreciation, dissolving hatred and inviting compassion, healing divisiveness, promoting unity. Love opens the way and it makes all the crooked places straight. Open your heart, your loving heart, to all sentient beings. Visualize a world in balance with nature. Humanity awakened to its unity with the divine and with all life forms. Let the love flow over the entire earth, healing, nurturing, unifying, and establishing heaven on earth now, as you come into your sacred silent place within your own precious heart, and just listen for the music of the divine. Just listen with an open heart in the sacred, sacred silence. Now continue just letting that sweet, precious, divine love fill you, overflow, move out, touch, bless, heal, inspire, unify, and harmonize. So thankful for this divine energy of infinite love. Let it continue to do its perfect work as we give thanks. Give thanks that all is well on the deepest, deepest level. All truly is well.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. Spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the heart, I am the hands. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the heart, you are the hands. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the heart, we are the hands.
Oh, thank you, Karen. How beautiful and how true. Now I would like to introduce to you our practitioner of the day. For some thoughts and an opening treatment, Joe Lurkwin.
Good morning. My name is Joe Lurkwin. I am a practitioner with the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome to today's celebration, the bringing together of our creative community. I would like to read the following from Ernest Holmes' 365 Science of Mind. The Spirit of God, which is life, is present everywhere. Like the air we breathe, it presses against us. On the mountaintop, in the valley, in the desert, and in the ocean, there is no place where life is not. Therefore, in whatever direction we move in God. In God we live, move, and have our being. Today I consciously commune with the Spirit. I know that it presses against me and flows through me. I endeavor to feel this presence as a living reality in my life, knowing that the divine presence is in everyone. I sense that the Spirit is in everyone I meet. I do my best to respond to this Spirit, seeing it everywhere. I keep my consciousness open and alert that I may better understand the union of all life with its pure and perfect source. I'll state this treatment in the first person and invite you to take it for yourself. This is what I know. I know that there is only one life, one Spirit, one source. And from everything comes from this one, as I know I also come from the one. For I am part of the one that is God. I know this is true, and I know that the light within me is God's light, and this light burns brightly right here and right now, and constantly develops into my life and into my very being for everything I do. I know that God is always standing, is always there for me, always ready to help, always ready. There's no place I can be that God is not. And I know this is the truth. And I'm very grateful for all that I have and all that is available to me. And I am grateful for everything, and especially for the science of mind that we have around us and knowing of this great knowing that is part of who and what we truly are. And I release this knowing it is already completed, it is already done. I release this into the law here and now, knowing that it is done, as we say together, and so it is.
Thank you, Joe. Now, if you would like to join me in stating our affirmation for the day, I invite you to do so. As I receive God's bounty of love, so I joyfully circulate it through compassionate actions and deeds in my world. Yes, indeed, indeed. I am passionate about compassion, and I know you are as well. This Sunday, we are focusing on the second of our wonderful purpose statement, which is living, loving, learning. Today is about loving, and compassion is absolutely an expression of that divine love. Ernest Holmes says, love is self-givingness through creation, the impartation of the divine through the human. Well, as we recall, those of us who are over 21 years old, that 21 years ago today, we experienced an event, actually a series of events in rapid succession we never dreamed would happen in our country, never even imagined such a thing could happen. And on that day, and on the days to follow, the world opened up its heart to us. Opened up its heart. There was a magnificent moment in time when we were held so tenderly in the global heart. That, for me, is the great takeaway, the goodness that came out of something so unimaginable and so horrific, that we were held tenderly in the global heart. It needn't take such a catastrophe to touch the human soul. Nor did that deep experience of caring have to pass from our consciousness. I want to remind us all of it right now. It was powerful. It was palpable. We were held and honored all over the world. And instead of retaliatory action and reaction, there might have been a greater opening to our unity with others. And it is still possible to draw upon that infinite love and to stand together with people of integrity, goodness, and a creative, compassionate vision for a healthy world. That's what we are all about. We are standing together for a new vision, a powerful, compassionate, love-filled, light-filled vision of a healthy world, a world that truly is workable, a world that truly is just, a world that truly is peaceful and powerful in the best sense of the word power. Our friend Reverend Angelica Taggart wrote a book called "And So It Is, a Book of Uncommon Prayer." I love the title and I love the book. And in that book, she tells about a TV show she used to love to watch in the 90s called Dinosaurs. And one episode had the two-legged dinosaurs and the four-legged dinosaurs fighting over the rights to a particular pistachio orchard. Now that might seem ridiculous to us, but it's just as ridiculous to fight over anything else in the world as it is a pistachio orchard. And one of the groups that was in opposition to the other one and fighting over this pistachio orchard started carrying signs, painting words on the sign that said, "We are right! We are right!" And apparently the other side did the same thing. "We are right!" And pretty soon they got tired of painting all that on the sign, and they just condensed it from "we are right" to WAR. Ring a bell? Not only the events of 9/11, but just numerous conflicts in the world since then, and certainly the war in Ukraine, are reminding us that we need to stop the madness, and it is madness, isn't it? The divisiveness, the fighting over pistachio orchards, or whatever seems relevant to those who are feeling as though there's not enough to go around, feeling as though they want power over, because there's a great difference between the love of power and the power of love. And the power of love is what we're addressing today. These things that happen are due to someone somewhere thinking they were right and everyone else was wrong. Thinking that there wasn't enough, not understanding that this is a generous universe, giving to all alike everything we could ever want, hope for, or need, or enjoy. Plenty. There's plenty. That is one of the major teachings of our science of mind philosophy. There is one life. It is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is your life and my life now. There is an abundance of good, for this is a prosperous universe. This is a loving, giving, generous, divine presence that gives alike to all. And once we stop getting so involved with the ego self, once we dive more deeply into that Holy Spirit within us all and feel our loving connection to Spirit, feel that love, that beautiful expression of divine compassion moving through us, filling us, taking care of all of our needs, we must, it's just essential, it's only natural to allow that, to invite that, to insist that that love move out and touch and bless every other beloved in the world. We must move away from the consciousness of the egopotamus and come into that beautiful sense of Spirit alive within us all. honoring, celebrating, delighting in all people everywhere, understanding that each of us has our own special and unique expression and manifestation of that one life, and it's going to show up so differently. Don't you think it's time for us to honor and celebrate and be delighted about our differences? Because underneath, it's all the same. Underneath, it's all God. And once we develop our ability to see the vision of this world and all the beautiful beings in it as the holy expressions of that divine life, things begin to change. We put down those signs and we come into agreement that we are one with the Holy Presence, one with one another. You see, caring and compassion flow from this infinite fountain of divine love, and that fountain resides within each of us as well. When we begin to realize that we are recirculating fountains of this divine presence and this holy love, and it is holy, holy love, then there is no more conflict. Can you imagine with me, can you vision with me this world in serenity, where everyone is experiencing swimming together in a sea of serenity, moving through each day in tranquility and purpose? Because peace is not just the absence of war. Peace is a place of plenty, a place of power, a place of possibility, a place where we have an opportunity to express God in us. That's why we're here. Let's not only return ourselves as the prodigal son returned to the Father after all the wastefulness out there in the world and believing in things that just weren't so. Let's return to the divine source. And from this place, let's encourage others to come and join us in this place of peace and plenty and power and possibility. You see, the fountain is infinite, and yet our ability to receive it, to process it, and to share it can seem limited because we haven't yet completely understood that there is plenty and plenty for all. That this is where the solutions are. I remember many years ago when I was in college, I went into the science building and I saw a room that had words on it. It said, "Solutions room, no admittance." And I thought, aha, so that's where all the answers are. I want to get in there. Different kind of solutions perhaps, but there are more solutions to the challenges in our own lives and in this world than we may realize. One of the things I think that keeps us from experiencing this precious presence, our unity, and receiving the answers that we desire, is something that many of us have experienced from time to time and to certain degrees. It's called compassion fatigue. You know what I mean, don't you? There's just too much. We look too often at the media and its presentations. Yes, we want to be informed, but we don't want to be inundated with this terrible negative energy. It just isn't helping. And so realize we can't take care of everything and everyone. Wow, that in itself is a good awareness, isn't it? I remember my mother had a magnet on her refrigerator, and it said something like, please don't feel responsible to take care of everything and everyone today. That's my job. I have it on my refrigerator now. It's a good reminder. We do what is ours to do after having been inspired and guided by the presence of wisdom within us. Compassion for ourselves just might begin. That might be the first thing. To feel ourselves nurtured and loved and held, embraced by the divine, and then guided as to what is mine to do. I ask myself each day. I ask my capital S self each day. What is mine to do? I want to be guided to that. And I want to know the difference between what is mine to do and what is not mine to do. As we do this, we find that the compassion fatigue begins to go away. And we begin to develop a passion for the compassion, because there's something wonderful about letting the love flow out from us, about finding how we can lift somebody's heart, how we can make a difference in one or two or a larger group of people. The numbers don't matter. The direction of the energy does matter. Letting ourselves fill up with it and then taking it out into the world. Because the invasion of just too many graphic pictures, the exposure to extreme suffering, all that noise, let's come into the holy harmony within us. Listen in our meditative times. Listen when we're walking in the forest. Feel our unity and our harmony with that great divine song of life that God is always singing. And it reverberates in our own hearts when we listen, when we turn off the noise long enough to experience it. So as we fill up with the compassion that is forever tending to us, when we open our hearts to it, when we care about our own mental, emotional, and physical well-being, we find that self-care is not selfish. It's wise. It lends itself to our ability to make a difference in the people around us and in the world. I just still love that old story of what would it be like if somebody came to your door hungry and you really wanted to give them something to eat, and you went to your cupboards and you went to your refrigerator and there was nothing there. If we truly desire to do our part to heal the world, and we can and we must, we better fill ourselves up first. And it's easy to do that because all we need to do is sit quietly in our meditation chair or walk in the silence of the woods and feel that perfect love that is always pouring itself over us. We need to stop and experience it, you see. It never stops, but we shut it off by forgetting about it. So let's remember that you and I have a supreme responsibility of tapping in to that divine love, bathing in it, and then sprinkling it all around. It is the nature of God to impart itself to all creation, and it does so constantly. So it is also our deepest desire to give it to one another. It's only natural, it's divinely ordained that we care for one another. 2 great commandments, remember, that Jesus gave us? Love God with all your heart, all your soul, all your might. And the second is like unto the first. Love your neighbor as yourself. I also love what Meister Eckhart shared with us. Love God and do as you please. If we truly are in love with the divine, and why wouldn't we be? We could never do anything to harm another person or ourselves. Love God. Feel that loving presence. Let that love fill you. Let yourself be loved. And then we have the opportunity to have the compassion to move it out into the world and to see what we can do, to do what we can do to make such a beautiful difference. there's an entire world within you. I think we ought to be exploring the deep space within ourselves as well, because that's where the Spirit is forever saying, oh, you are my beloved one, in whom I am well pleased. Let those words sink in because they're true. Let ourselves be so filled with the divine love that it has to spill out. Has to run over. You know, let the bathtub fill up and run over. Just let that holy presence move out. You see, we have that ability. The world is waiting for it, crying out for this love. And we have the ability to let it flow. So living from this inner sanctuary of love, and it is an inner sanctuary, we're fired up with the flame of compassion. And it's a very natural, very precious feeling. We wish to give. We wish to be the inlet and the outlet of this divine love. You see, love is an essential part, a foundational part of our teaching. Remember what Ernest Holmes suggested to us, and I take it quite seriously. Court the presence and direct the law. The law is here for us to direct. It works mechanically. It produces our belief. It will enlarge our empathy so long as we are deciding on that which is good and holy and beautiful and helpful and uplifting. We court the presence, let ourselves fill up with that love. And then we direct it by creating a new vision about this world. We need to begin to see it differently. This is where it all begins, from within our own inner sanctuary. This is where we begin to experience being a center of God's love and having the great joy and delight of sending it out to other people, keeping our energy positive and loving and wise and joyous. You know, Ernest also suggested that we take what we're doing seriously, but that we don't take ourselves too seriously while we're doing it. Joy is absolutely a part of the divine process. It's part of who you are, part of who I am, and we want to give our love with joy. We want to allow the healing of the world to take place with delight. This is the day that you and I are making a difference. This is the day to begin to celebrate the reality of who we truly are and whose we truly are. There's a prayer that I say every morning after meditation. I'm going to share it with you now. Beloved presence of God, open my heart, illumine my mind, and guide my hands that I might be the presence of God's love in the world today. Would you like to say that with me? Beloved presence of God, open my heart, illumine my mind, and guide my hands that I might be the presence of God's love in the world today. And so it is, and so, my beloveds, beginneth our lesson. Thank you, beloveds. And now it is time to celebrate our prosperity. Every good thing that is given and every good thing is constantly given to everyone in the world as we open our hearts and our consciousness to receive it. So let's celebrate the prosperity that God gives to us constantly. I love to celebrate mine by holding it to my heart and preparing to give it to the closest source of my spiritual food, which is this beloved community. And there are many other ways for you to give and to support in your beloved contributions, and they're right there on the screen for you. So will you join with me in our prosperity celebration statement today? I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered, and so it is.
What kind of world do I want to see? What kind of world do I want to leave to my children's children? Now is the time to make up my mind. Yeah. What kind of world is this gonna be? What kind of world will be my legacy to the generations for all humankind? It's time to decide what kind of world. Will it be peaceful? Well, am I? Will it be joyful and kind? Will it be all those things a child so easily describes? Oh yeah. Will everybody have enough? Will we speak in the language of love? Somehow I'm suspecting it's all up to what you and I decide. What kind of world do we want to have? When will we be ready to start giving back to this precious place? To every young face, tell every boy and girl, what kind of world? Whoa, 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 do, 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 do. Will it be peaceful? Well, am I? Will it be joyful and kind? Will it be all those things a child so easily describes? Oh yeah. Will everybody have enough? Will we speak in the language of love? Somehow I'm suspecting it depends on what you and I decide. What kind of world do we want to have? When will we be ready to start being that for this precious place? For every young face, tell every boy and girl, what kind of world? Oh, tell every boy and girl, what kind of world?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Edie Janik, and I'm happy to serve as the president of the Board of Trustees for the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living.
Yay!
We are super happy that you decided to spend your Sunday morning with us. And Dr. Maxine, I want to make sure that we thank you. I think I speak for everyone when I say thank you for the lovely message. And you are God's presence. I think they heard your meditation prayer. You are showing up as God's presence in the world. So thank you for sharing yourself with us. One of the things that I love about our community is related to your topic, your talk today. Spending time with people in this community helps us to tap into the divine presence within each of us. Just by virtue of being in the company of folks in our community, whether that be virtually or in person, which, by the way, we have quite a few opportunities for us to connect as a community coming up. So in July, we had our first affirmation in the open air, right? Affirmative prayer in the open air. Thank you. Got a thumbs up on that. Finally got it spit out. So we will be returning to Wilson Farm Park in Chesterbrook on Sunday, September 18th. So that's next Sunday, right? 10:30 a.m. And we'll have our normal Sunday celebration. So we won't be live streaming, right, Jeff? We are not live streaming, but we will be recording and we'll broadcast the Sunday celebration shortly after, sometime in the afternoon. It'll be available online to view, but we hope you'll come out. We hope that you will come and join us. Check the weather, the 10-day forecast. It looks clear, sunny, and not too hot. And so please come by and join us. Afterwards, we won't have a picnic this time, but we will have a social hour. We'll have coffee and snacks. We do ask that you visit our event calendar for not only this, but other items that I'll be sharing with you in just a moment, so that we can plan accordingly. When we know how many people intend to come, it helps us to be prepared to make it the best for everyone. So it only takes a few seconds. I myself actually did it before we started our Sunday celebration this morning. You go into our calendar, click on the date. So that in this case, it's September 18th. You'll see the event listed there. Click on that. It'll take you to a registration form. Literally, I don't know, not even a minute it takes to do it. So, and it also is so beneficial to us. So thank you in advance for taking care of registering for events. I think I mentioned everything about that. If you would like to bring a snack to share, please feel free to do that. I know we have some excellent cooks and bakers, so we welcome anything you'd like to bring to share. Secondly, it's not too late to sign up for our next class. This class starts on Tuesday, and this sounds fabulous. The Essential Earnest Homes. It's a 10-week CSL certified class in foundational level coursework. And here's the kicker. Dr. Maxine, Kaye, and Bo Smith, our practitioner, Bo Smith. So this combination of intelligence and science of mind, experience, and knowledge is kind of like blow the doors off experience, in my opinion. Even this says, join this dynamic duo on Zoom beginning Tuesday, September 13th. So the Essential Earnest Homes, which is this book here, I'll be honest, I haven't read this one yet, but everyone talks about it being one of the greatest. So the Essential Earnest Homes, I did just peruse it quickly and opened up to this. What we are looking for, we are looking at and with. That's deep. So join a group of people that will be going through this book and studying the concepts within and learning how to practice them in our lives. So you can go, you know where, to the calendar to register for this event. If you go to September 13th, you'll see the class listed there. You can register for it. Yes, it's a deep dive into the Declaration of Principles, illuminating illuminating reading, lively discussion, inspired writing, and meditative processes all promise to make this powerful teaching come alive within us. So, very grateful to you and Bo for providing that opportunity. Speaking of grateful, our CSL home office is hosting a new documentary which celebrates the power of gratitude to ignite well-being and connection. So this is from the home office, and it's I'm just going to read this. At a time when each day brings more grim news, we humans urgently need to cultivate our individual strength and health. One of the ways we can do that is by practicing gratitude. To learn more about this event, you can go to our events calendar. Even though this is a home office event, you can go to our events calendar on September 21st and check out the details. And there's a $12 fee for the ticket, and then you get a link to the documentary sent by the home office. Sounds like a great opportunity. So Reverend Mike's Science of Mind book study, book group, textbook book group continues. Too much coffee. So each Saturday at 9:45, 11, and goes to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, they are continuing to go through the book, and you can still join them, even though I think they're probably in the last quarter of it. It's such a great experience, and you're welcome to join. That is offered as a love offering. So mark your calendars. Okay, so this is another big one, and then I think I'm just almost done. So mark your calendars. This is big. It only happens once a year. Our annual business meeting is coming up. So on Sunday, October 2nd, we will have our Sunday celebration in person. I'll tell you where in a second. After the Sunday celebration, we're going to have our annual business meeting where you get to see all the things that we've done over the last year and check out our financial situation and look forward to what we're putting into place going forward. So it's a really, really important meeting, and we'd love for you to attend. So it will be held in Eagleville, PA, because we have a wonderful opportunity provided by Suzanne and Rick Smethers for us to gather together at their office building in Eagleville, PA. It's easy to get to. I've been there. Thank you, Suzanne, and thank you, Rick. Go to, where everybody, where do we go? The events calendar. Right. So you go www.cslphilly.org, events calendar. Click on October 2nd for details and let us know you're coming. So I think that's just about everything. Don't forget to share, register, share, tell your friends, help us get the word out. There's lots of people that would love to be and would benefit from joining our community and our Sunday celebrations, our love talks, our love notes that are sent out, the classes, all of it. So spread the news. And I did hear briefly there was a sighting of neighbor Bob recently. Not quite sure what he's up to, but he heard about our newest CSL member, community member, and went and checked it out on his own. Okay, so if you see neighbor Bob around, expect to have your pets taken out of the cage and played with. Okay, so thanks a lot. That's it for today.
Thank you, Edie. That was so much fun. And neighbor Bob there had been playing with Coco. And Coco is Jeff and Emily's beautiful new pup. And so you got to watch out, as Edie says. You never know who's going to come for your animals and play with them and love them, because nobody does that better than Rich. All righty. Well, that was really fun. Thank you. Okay, now I think it must be time for our closing song. It's Donna Michael, A Light in This World, and you know it so well that I would not be surprised if you chose to sing along with her. Take it away, Donna.
I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you
And so we go forth, letting our love light shine with a great passion for the compassion for this beautiful world. And so it is.